What's going on, my boys? YTDan back again with another Duel Links video. Today we're going to be doing something different than I've done on my channel before. This is more of a mix of commentary and also more of like a dueling video to display more of the Thunder Dragon deck. So like and subscribe to this video right now, or my Jin gun will rob you tonight. Now today we're going to be talking more about the Thunder Dragon deck, and the reason why is because this deck, like the Hazy deck, is a deck that I spent a lot of time with. It surprised me in a lot of ways, and honestly probably will be likely my quote-unquote, and I've said this before many times about decks, and people don't really care about this, but I care about this, and other duelists like myself care about this. This will be my main deck one. What's a main deck, my boy? What's a main deck one? A main deck one is a deck that in the event you have to face a duelist that has to put your soul on the line, Seal of Orichalcos, Shadow Game, whatever the case may be, and you had one duel, one shot for victory, or your soul would be forever captured and sealed away. That's a main deck one, my boy. This is it for me, probably going into the beatdown nerfs. Now, a lot of people talk about how the beatdown nerfs are going to definitely impact most every deck that plays beatdown, especially stuff like Hazies and things like that. And I would agree that it will be a lot tougher for the Hazy deck to win, which is similar to what I did with back when yugioh first released. I started to use C Stealth Attack until the meta and my deck was able to be upgraded to the point where I was able to actually win with it again. And as you guys know, I started winning again because I leaned heavily into Synchro summoning, which honestly prepared me for this deck. Synchro summoning has always been a secondary tool to further advance a deck, to give a deck more options. And even in some cases, Synchro summoning is the deck's main bread and butter, like for example 6 Sams. So I really feel like the Thunder Dragon deck has a lot of potential in terms of Synchro summoning, and as an individual deck on its own, you can definitely see the power there. So if you want to get more details on it, you can watch my previous video that I made about this deck, or you can just continue to watch this. I just want to kind of put out there that for any video that I make, especially videos that I feel strongly about a deck or monsters or an archetype or whatever, I put a lot of time into making my videos. And if you guys didn't know that, just to give you a picture of how long it takes for me to make a video, my last Thunder Dragon video took me about 2.5 weeks. Most of it, in terms of farming and everything else, I include that because good lord, it took so long to farm Mokuba. For some reason I couldn't get Thunder Dragon Dark to save my life. Mokuba was so stingy with this card, he just would not give him up. So I tried to originally play the deck without Thunder Dragon Dark. It did not work. It had so many gaps. I tried to play it with 2 Thunder Dragon Dark eventually when I got it. So many gaps. And as you can see, I only have 3 Thunder Dragon Dark. I literally was like, I'm gonna give up on this deck, the video, and the entire concept if in this next duel I don't get Thunder Dragon Dark. Dueled Mokuba and got Thunder Dragon Dark. So I'm like, all right, I must be the chosen one. Let me hop on ranked PvP and get in there. And I played with this deck for a couple of days, and then after I pretty much got an establishment of what cards were relevant, what cards made the deck work best, and what card made the deck just pop against the entire meta, I was like, all right, I have a feeling for this deck. So pretty much I duel tons of people all the time, every single night, trying to work out the kinks on the deck before you guys ever see a video. It's easy for someone to look at that, say, ooh, that's a nice concept, copy paste it, slap it on some forum somewhere, and then it's out in the universe. Sure. So I'll never be the first. I'm never the first. I try hard to work as fast as I possibly can, but I don't care about being fast. I don't even care about being first. I don't care about even being the best, but what I do care about is creating a deck that not only I can enjoy dueling and be proud of and just make some amazing plays, but also create something that actually means something to me. Because even though I'm making Duel Links videos and that's kind of my job as a person that makes these, this is like a second job for me that I'm basically paid nothing. It's also my passion, and because it's my passion and my job, I like to make sure that I put as much hard work into it as possible to make it not only informational but more entertainment. I want you to be entertained. So that's why it takes me about a week to make these. Once I finish recording all of my content, honestly, right now I have about 20 hours of Thunder Dragon gameplay. I'm not going to upload 20 hours of Thunder Dragon gameplay. You don't want to watch it and I don't want to edit it, but that's how much dedication I have for this deck. So this deck was created with love. This deck was created with care, and it really doesn't matter what anyone says. I know I put the work in. So you can definitely take that for what it is. I don't know what you want to do with that info. It's up to you. But this is me. Like, the Hazy deck is me. This is something I put a lot of energy into and time into. And I just want you guys to understand that I've tried out a lot of things, and I want you guys to really see how strong this deck really is. Now, there's a few cards that I have in here that I never tried out, but I think it'll be relevant when the new meta comes around. For example, Dark Flare Dragon. I didn't use Dark Flare Dragon because I had Chaos Sorcerer, so why bother with Dark Flare Dragon? But it's clearly something that you can use in this deck if you don't got Chaos Sorcerer. Also, Bazu, the Soul Eater, another card that I like to use because this card can boost up to 2,500. And if you're going to be using the ties that tilt with this card, it's going to be an additional 300. So it's going to be a 2,800 beater that you can summon and then banish stuff in the grave to get your specials going. So this is clearly just a really strong companion card. With Unknown Synchron, I showed you guys this. The reason why I like Unknown Synchron and also Cockle-Doodle-Doo is because both of these cards will allow you to get a special summon of a tuner, which is really strong because you always want to save your tribute summon or your advanced summon or your normal summon for one of your high level monsters. That's pretty much where your bread and butter is in this deck. Just like the Hazy deck, when you make an advanced summon, it's a play to win you the game. It's a play to advance your cards. It's a play to build up and swarm the field. And since you only get one beatdown now, it's very crucial to have 3 monsters to swing with to have really high levels. And typically, because the effect of Thunder Dragon Roar special summons into defense mode, you want to have your advanced summon attribute that defense mode monster so that you can have 2 or 3 monsters to attack with on that turn with beatdown. So just keep that in your mind as food for thought as you're looking at these videos and looking at these replays. All these replays were recorded while testing this deck. All these replays were recorded while I was trying out new cards. So enjoy it, my boys, and as always, keep it dank.
'cause I'm looking out for you. This can't be going on, 'cause you're not alone in this. We'll do this together. You're not alone in this. No, we're gonna find them, and I'm gonna fight for you. They better start hiding. We'll be running with the lions, lions. We'll be running with the lions.